when you first start working with a company, what's kind of the process that somebody would go through with you? And we'll talk a little bit about the types of people you work with later, but what's the process? I mean, do you take a look at all the numbers, and then do you try to establish some metrics for them and some benchmarks? What's the process? If like somebody new came to you, maybe they run an internet web design company or something in a big scale.
Right.
What would they do? What would you do with them?
The process is usually broken down by two sort of distinct phases. The first phase is really understanding the business itself and the numbers together. What drives the numbers? Are the numbers accurate? It's kind of like performing a mini audit so that we know that when we get to the second phase, we have reliable information. So we'll go through and we'll validate the numbers that are in the chart of accounts and such. And then we'll reorganize their financial statements if they need to be laid out in a format that's going to allow us to do analysis and projections and those higher level sorts of things. So phase one is sort of getting it all cleaned up and in order, and then phase two is really doing the financial analysis, meeting with the owners, saying this is what we see, tell us what you see, what looks right, what looks wrong, what's helping you to make better decisions. And then doing all those sort of ad hoc type things I was talking about, whether it's investing or cost cutting or expanding, what have you. So
now, do you ever create like some sort of report that they can print out every month? That's kind of their one sheet to manage their company by, that has all their metrics on it and their forecasted versus their actuals. Do you do something like that for them?
Yeah, we'll set up a dashboard for different companies, right? Yeah. With certain metrics, and in some businesses those metrics are similar, and other businesses are totally different, right? So it depends on what type of business you're in. But we'll do that. We'll also do what I find owners get a lot of value out of is a trended financial statement, where they're accustomed to looking at maybe a 5-page long income statement that has too much detail and not enough important things on it, right? Mm-hmm. And so we'll take that and condense it down to one page where they can see January through, in this case, September of actuals, and then they can see October through December of projected. Mm-hmm. And that allows them to have a constantly updated monitor of where they're going to end up at the end of the year.